All right, everyone, welcome back. We're hot in the kitchen. On what you're cooking there, hot stuff. Who's getting a nice meal made for them every night by their favorite person in the world?
Aww.
Right?
You're so
sweet. All right, so this isn't about cooking because I can't cook. Go fast parts. You ask why I'm wearing a shirt? Well, sometimes the dad bod offends people. Don't be jealous. First up, from Amazon. Anyone want to take a guess how much this costs from Amazon? And don't cheat. Just take a guess. 4 quarts of... Is this 4 quarts? 5 quarts of racing oil. So the original labeling is red and says high zinc. But when you order this from Amazon, it doesn't come with the red label and say high zinc. This is for my race car, and I need 6 quarts of this stuff. And then if you read the label on the back, 1030 racing oil with a lot of different modifiers. So what the modifiers are, I'll read it to you. Lucas Synthetic SAE 1030 racing oil, fortified with an exclusive additive package. Additive, I speak about that all the time in your oil. A lot of oils are missing the add pack. Containing a high degree of zinc, which is not in your regular oils anymore. Do your research. A lot of places you're getting your oil change are not using a zinc oil for emissions reasons. But zinc is very, very crucial to your engine's health. Moly and phosphorus. Phosphorus also is a very high material that protects the inside of your engine. That provides a tougher, thicker, right? Thicker protection from metal to metal content. So when people say I'm going to give it to you, the winter, I call it weight. You say tomato, I say tomato. You say tomato, I say tomato. You say water, I say water. It's potato, it doesn't matter. But this is the only stuff that I run in my race car. It's either 2050 or a 1030. So in the turbo Monte Carlo, it made 760 horsepower to the tires, and we blew a head gasket. We'll be back to get that 1,000 horsepower number next go around. My cylinder heads are done at the machine shop. I'll take you through some content and putting it back together. The only oil that I use, Wix Racing Filter, is the one other filter I use for my race car, and I also use a regular Purolator filter. I have 2 oil filters on my race car engine, and I don't let that oil get bad. On to the next part. These are pre-pinned wire harnesses for some sensors, because I'm not one who likes to pin out everything. I really can't stand it. What else did we get? This isn't makeup, everyone, but we did see John Cena. John Cena is promoting what makeup? Neutrogena. How about that?
It don't just have to be just makeup. It's all skincare.
April. What? John Cena was a manly man.
I'm aware.
Now he's a deflated man.
I'm aware.
And we've seen him at CVS on a makeup thing. Walgreens. Anyway, this is not makeup. This is actually race car parts. This is a MAC valve. What does this do? This controls my boost. So this is a 3-port MAC valve for controlling the boost. I had a 4-port. I didn't realize I didn't need a 4-port. We're going to go with a 3-port. You don't want to try and rub this on your face. What else did we get? We got some spray paint. We have a customer who's coming in for some body work. Yes, and she actually said she wants all the body work fixed, which is just repair work. So we have clear coat, and then we have the base coat. So we're just doing repairs on her car. So we have this, and there's multiple areas on her older van that we're going to do some content with her van. And I told her that I could try and get it all done in one day based on the weather. And she said, I don't want it perfect because I know it's an old van. I'm not expecting perfect, but I still want to protect what's there and make it last longer. I said I could do it either way. Just one way gets really expensive. The other way is very affordable. What else did he get? So thanks to one of my subscribers who told me that what is this?
Knife.
They told me this is potentially a diver's knife. Got this at a yard sale. Didn't Rambo have one of these knives? And he made millions. So I asked, so what else can we get? I'm not going to use that knife for this. I don't want to cut my finger off. So anyone see the Island Boys? Or the Island Girls? Fight?
They did?
The brothers fought. Now, I can fight.
One of them had a baby.
Yeah, they're two characters, those guys. It's amazing the money that people can make in this world. They should have never even been allowed to have a child. Wow. What else we have here? This is for Big Turbo T6 S488 for my Monte Carlo. To put all new gaskets in everything. Welcome to my world. The Island Boys. They were running at each other to try and, like, you ever see someone run and throw a punch? Like, you see the guy, it's like, I'm going to throw the kitchen sink at you, right?
Pretty sure it wasn't.
They were running up to each other and throwing punches. I said that I would like to see them fight little people, and little people would kick their butts. Actually, I said that I would fight both of them, and they fought for $500,000. I'll fight both of them at the same time if someone puts up the $500K. And I'll lose a little weight. I'll go from 193 April to 185 diesel, and no juice. I'll do it all natural.
Oh, yeah?
No sauce. No sauce. Because the Island Boys are, you know, I guess that maybe if you put them together, their combined weight, they might be 220, 240. I mean, that's an advantage.
They're tiny.
I bet you they would try and jump on me like two little monkeys.
They're definitely tiny.
Yeah. I would knock both of them, knock one out with one punch and knock the other one out with another punch. And no pillows for gloves.
I think they would pay you to lose.
No, they had like 20 or 30 ounce gloves on. No. It would be bare knuckle. I would definitely be bare
This
knuckle.
is a real story you're telling me?
I'm telling you right now, if someone was put up 500K,
No, I mean they fought each other?
yes, it was embarrassing. And I've watched them guys, not that I follow them, but I watch them have trainers and teach them how to fight and box. And I don't know. Let's see what else we got. Hold on. Yes. And Caleb's like, no, we don't watch those guys. So what am I missing to put my car back together with? We have ARP studs. I'm waiting for Brian Tooley LS9 gaskets. Heads are done at the machine shop. Got to pick them up. I am waiting for a 5-core radiator. I have a 4. We're upgrading the cooling system. Remember, that's a daily driver. I'm going to drive that back and forth to work. I was debating on putting exhaust on it, but technically, legally, I don't have to because there's really no laws for my car. And I did print out all the legal languages about the noise ordinance and stick them on my dashboard. So,
Where's your new registration card?
oh,
Because you took it from the house.
I have not a clue where that's at.
You took it.
I have
When it
no
came
idea.
in.
I do have registration and insurance.
But you
But-
took the new card because right now the card's expired that's in there.
I don't know where it's at.
Oh, God.
I do have registration insurance. But the police were harassing me because some neighbor was crying. But I'm allowed to make noise between, what time, April? What time?
You're good after 8.
I'm allowed to make as much noise as you want, within reason, within a certain decibel, between 8 a.m. and what? 9 p.m.
I think it's 10.
or 10 p.m. So I actually printed that out and have that on my dashboard. So when they pull me over, I'm like, "Yep, dude, I'm allowed to." And my car is doesn't require any inspection. So that gets that. So it doesn't require inspection, and it falls in the limits of making noise between a certain amount of time. And I'm just saying it's too loud isn't law. So that's that.
It wasn't them saying it, it was stupid neighbor.
Well, when he pulled me over and he said, "Well, it's loud," I'm like, "Well, who says?" He says, "Well, I says." I said, "Well, you're not the law. The law says that I can." And
No, it was the guy that
and it said with that 15 feet of somebody else. Yeah, there was like a little gray area there, but I may put some exhaust on it. I'm probably not going to do it because I really don't care.
I think it's loud enough.
But when we went to the Cinnaminson Township thing, they had a car show. I'm like, damn, the car wasn't ready.
Those cars weren't even loud.
Those cars.
I didn't even know they were leaving.
There was a lot of cars there, and none of them were really loud. And the cops didn't say anything. A couple guys did some burnouts.
That's how I knew they were leaving.
Yeah.
I didn't hear them.
I was like, damn, if I would have just started my car up, the whole event would have known I started the car up.
Yeah. You're not a nuisance though. Like you start and you leave. You
Yeah, I don't sit there and rev it and
driveway.
do all that. I get in my car, I go to work. I go to work every day.
And I told you who I think it is.
I don't complain about the neighbor's car squeaking and rattling and sounding like shit, where when he's across the street revving his turd all hours of the day because he doesn't know how to fix his car, thinks he's adjusting the carburetor, making it better, you're making it worse. It's the truth. How many hours was he revving it that day? I'm like, he is really getting on my nerves. Like 3 hours straight.
It was like all afternoon.
So I need to find out where my head gaskets are. We have our ARP head studs. Waiting for the radiator. Trying to find a Kevlar belt for my alternator because zipping 1,000 horsepower on a stock belt isn't always friendly with air conditioning. I was also looking for a fleet belt. The problem is I'm in an odd numerics to 6PK, whatever, and I have no luck. There is 2 more websites that have racing belts in the Kevlar. I don't know if I'm going to get that far.
You know, if you're going to go to the extreme to put something on so you're not shirtless, you can zip it up.
Oh, it's, yeah.
I'm seeing a little.
I just need like a gold chain with the hair, like 1970.
I'm looking at a little.
Like the Bee
too much
Gees?
skin right now.
What's the skin? What's the song from Bee Gees? You don't know? With John Travolta? Come on. What is it?
That's something fever. isn't
Saturday
it?
Night Fever? I forget what it was. So I don't think I'm going to get the heads on tomorrow. It took us 2 hours to take it apart. It's going to take me 4 hours to put it back together. We have new fuel management system we're putting into. Damn, I need to order knock sensors for LS9. So my system had 1 knock sensor, gotta go 2. So I got some other go fast stuff I need to get this car back together and back on the dyno. Definitely don't think I'm gonna make it for the holiday weekend, which sucks.
Why not?
Because we're gonna be closed Saturday and Monday.
I don't know. That was your call.
I mean, we really need a break from Meineke and employees.
Depends on what the day's like on Friday.
Today was, it wasn't like a home run, but it was a day.
If you have a slow day Friday, you're not gonna want to close on Saturday. I know how you are.
Yeah, we might. It might be just me and you. I don't know.
I'm okay with that.
So we don't know what we're going to do for our schedule there. And I want to thank everyone who has come to the shop recently to use me for auto repair, right? So we've had at least 4 new customers. And I hope you guys will come back and use us for oil changes and tire rotation stuff. You know, I don't mind doing quick lubes type work for my regular customers. But I do appreciate you guys finding me on YouTube, following my content, following April. Because some people talk like how you put up with me.
They do?
Well, they say some stuff. And just come along for the journey of my life, right? Because this is what it is. It's a journey.
It's your life.
Yeah, and I am a creator. I'm a creator. I'm definitely not an actor.
You're not an actor. You're a celebrity.
I'm getting really popular. But yes, I wanted to thank everybody. And even in the past, it seems like I'm getting more momentum with the local customers. Not necessarily Cinnaminson, but outside Cinnaminson. Seems like we're drawing in consumers. And there's a lot of people who continually follow. There's a guy that has a Volvo. I don't hate me, that he really comments all the time. Thank you for the exchanges. The guy with the Toyota Sienna found me on YouTube. There was a guy with a Toyota. I mean, there's so many customers. Just recently, that how many people have come in the last week from YouTube to support me, the channel, and my business is phenomenal, and it shows that I'm moving. What I'm doing is good for me. It's good for my business. It's good for the customers. Now, when I make some content tomorrow about the Toyota Sienna, I'm going to show you how I actually saved this guy money by being a mechanic. So what somebody said to me about the video where we were fixing his calipers is just replace everything because next year he's going to need all new. He's not. It's not true. I fix a lot of parts that still have many years life left in them based on my experience. Yes, there will come a point to where one day he will have to do that, but I will tell you this. If I put aftermarket calipers on his car, I'll be lucky if it lasts a month or a week or a year or the next year, and I would rather just service his OEM stuff because then I know it will last because it's the best quality stuff when it was produced back then. Stuff from the 90s is way better than the crap produced today. And you got Johnny Smoker on the assembly line rebuilding calipers all smoked up, and he's not miking the board that he just overboard that thing. He's like, oh yeah, that's good to slap it together. No one's going to quality check it until I put it on the car and then go to pump the brake and the caliper blows out. So there is a difference between parts changers and mechanics. That's a fact. Mechanics actually can fix things. A lot of parts changers in this business. And that word parts cannon.
Somebody was just at the front door.
Was there more parts for me? All the popular guys like Ford Boss Me and Rayman Rays and who else? South Main Auto. You hear that word parts cannon?
I have no idea who that was.
Sometimes the parts cannon is required. Like you got a car that's missing pieces and all that stuff. You're gonna need a lot of parts.
It's a Chinese guy.
That's the guy from next door.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no parts cannon here. Like we definitely like to check a car out and fix it right, and offer affordable repairs and solutions, as a lot of people do. He is.
I feel bad because the front door's open and we didn't answer the
Oh,
door.
I'm sorry, guys.
I don't know who that is.
Did he leave? Go out there. He waved to the ring cam. Thank you. YouTube is a big part of my life. TikTok is a big part of my life. You guys subscribing is a big part of my life. And the customers who are seeking honest, transparent auto repair skills.
Whoops.
Thanks for watching.